I remember the night I signed the papers that made me his boss, sitting in my office on the 40th floor with the city glowing like molten gold below, my pen cutting through the silence like a blade, the ink sealing a fate he never saw coming. My name is Helena Montez, 35 years old, senior bank executive in one of the largest financial institutions in the city. A woman whose fortune is tucked away so deeply in trusts and silent partnerships that no one, not even those closest to me, can map it. But tonight's story is about the day love rotted into betrayal and the fire it lit in me to take back control. He was supposed to be my forever. Tall, warm laughter, eyes that told me I was safe. He had stood beside me through long days, through my rise from junior analyst to senior executive. Or so I thought. We had married in a bright summer ceremony by the coast, every guest convinced they were watching a perfect match. And for a time it was perfect, until I began to see the signs, the sudden late nights at his office, the sharp smell of a perfume that was never mine lingering on his jacket, the way his phone screen would go dark the moment I walked into the room. When I discovered the truth, that he had been with my best friend, slipping between her arms while telling me he loved me, the air itself felt poisonous. My chest burned with humiliation, but under that pain, something stronger was forming, a cold, focused resolve. He underestimated me. They both did. The betrayal cut deep, but I knew better than to scream or throw dishes or leave in tears. That was not my style. I began my revenge where I have always been strongest, in finance. Over the months after I learned the truth, I quietly acquired controlling shares in the boutique investment firm where he was a partner. It was not hard. The market had dipped, his team needed capital, and I had plenty of it, invisible in shell companies and private accounts. I never told him. I even comforted him when he complained about cash flow, offered advice that kept him blind, pushed him toward decisions that weakened his position. Piece by piece, the walls closed in. The final stroke was elegant. I purchased the entire firm in a merger deal that was announced at dawn on a Tuesday, binding every member of the leadership team, him included, to new reporting lines, mine. Watching him walk into my office for the first time as my employee was a moment I will never forget. He tried to smile, but his eyes betrayed him. The desk between us might as well have been a fortress. I greeted him with calm, my tone businesslike, as if the nights we once shared had been erased. My best friend, the other half of his betrayal, had been quietly ousted from her own role months earlier. She was not part of this chapter. This was between him and me. Do you know what justice served cold tastes like? It tastes clean. It tastes like control returning to your hands after someone ripped it away. It tastes like the power to decide their future and to choose not cruelty, but a leash they feel every day. If you love Helena's journey, like and subscribe to join her next chapter. I could have destroyed him entirely. I could have sold the firm for parts, left him scrambling in the ruins. Instead, I kept him there, working under my leadership, watching him navigate meetings where I directed every outcome. He ran reports for my team, chased targets I set, and learned what it meant to serve someone he once believed he could betray without consequence. We spoke minimally, just enough to keep the business moving. But every exchange was a reminder. Sometimes he tried to apologize, once even said he regretted everything. I listened, nodded, and moved the agenda forward. I will not pretend there was no satisfaction. Yet there was something else, too, a sharp awareness of the person I had become, of the cost of the path I chose. Some nights I stared out at the city, wondering if vengeance always leaves an echo inside the one who delivers it. But then the memory of his hand on her knee would flash, and the doubt evaporated. In the end, His betrayal gave me more than heartbreak. It gave me clarity. I no longer invest my trust blindly, no longer assume love is enough. I measure actions, not promises. And as for him, he remains where I put him, a cautionary tale in a tailored suit, serving the empire I built. That is justice in my language. If you are ready to hear how I turned the next wound into my greatest victory, stay with me. My story is far from over.